everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to continue the feminine seduction archetypes, and in this archetype I wanted to talk about the goddess feminine archetype. And I thought the perfect person to truly embody this archetype is Sade Adu. So I'm so sorry if I pronounce her name wrong, but her name is Sade Adu. And she's a very known singer. She in particularly is focused on soul type of music. And I think she embodies this goddess archetype very well. So, firstly, what is the goddess feminine seduction archetype? So, it is one of the archetypes created by or introduced by Aisha K. Fines. And it delves into the type of archetype a woman embodies and uses in her everyday life to seduce people intentionally and also subconsciously. So when we think of the goddess feminine archetype, think of just a goddess. Envision this goddess and how she is in her energy. And me personally, when I think of this type of person that's a goddess, I would think somebody that's warm, inviting, but also very calm, reassured in themselves, who's able to be by themselves, but still, whenever they're in a situation with a lot of people, they're able to just make people gravitate towards them by just how reassured they are and how inviting their energy is. So one thing to remember about the goddess feminine archetype is that these people are usually very introverted. They tend to keep to themselves. It's never that they don't want to get to know other people, but it's more in the sense that they really thrive when they're on their own. That's what they get their energy from. That's where they get the ideas and just the passion in their life comes from. They've been reflecting and they're by themselves. So that's why they very much valued this introverted side of themselves. So make sure to embrace that if you want to tap into your own goddess archetype. Don't be afraid to be alone. Make sure to do some things by yourself. I've learned the older that I get, the more I appreciate that special time I have with myself. Because when you're always surrounded by people, if you always value hanging out with other people, you kind of start forgetting that important relationship you have with yourself. So I would really recommend, if you have a tendency to not enjoy being by yourself and etc., really try to focus on that. Try to take yourself out for dinner one day, or go to shopping by yourself. Go to the movies by yourself. I love going to the movies by myself, and I realized that is such a therapeutic event for me because I really connect with myself and I'm putting my own needs before anybody else, because you just have yourself to think about. And you also get to know yourself in a very deep level. So I always recommend people to really just try to enhance your relationship with yourself. Try to just evolve your relationship with yourself. So one thing Sade Adu says about being introverted is that she once said, "Yes, I am an introvert. I'm easily overwhelmed by noise and the brightness of noon daylight. My ebb is the lowest in the early afternoon. My mood begins to rise as the day goes down. My mistress's eyes are nothing like the sun." So I thought that was very beautiful. But I also think it just delves into the fact that she becomes her most creative when she is with herself and she is introverted and just alone. So really embrace that side of yourself. So the next is the goddess archetype is very calm, cool, and collected. You will never see this woman being stressed by anything. And even if they are in this stressful situation, they just seem so aligned with themselves and they seem so calm that you would never figure out that they are very stressed. And I think it's because they have this inner belief that everything is going to be okay. I'm a lucky person, and regardless of whatever problems come, I will always have a solution to that. And to me, that speaks to a very, very self-assured type of person. That type of person has just this reassurance about themselves that they can handle whatever life throws at them. And I think that is something that is so important to gain with age. And I just think this is something that is so important to have as a woman, because life is going to throw you so many curveballs. It's going to give you so many problems and issues, and sometimes those issues are going to seem like they're not impossible to overcome. However, if you're able to believe in yourself that you can create a solution to every problem, and most problems are temporary, that you will rise above them, you will feel this sense of calm as well, because you know yourself, you know that you've been through so much, you've gone through it and you've conquered it, and you're gonna conquer this problem as well. So having that sense of self is gonna really be beneficial, and it's really gonna tap into that goddess archetype. And another thing is, spirituality is very big. So a goddess feminine archetype is usually the type of person that their home is very important to them, their surroundings are very important to them. So everything needs to be in alignment to them, or else they feel a little bit unbalanced. So I can relate to that as well. If I have an organized, clean room, I just feel automatically better. They say that if your external is messy, your head is probably messy as well. So make sure to just do those small things where everything around you is calm, and everything has a nice fabric at home, because it's gonna make your home this special place where you associate it with just calmness and relaxing, and it's really gonna soothe your soul as well. So finding comfort in that and trying to put that as an important thing, I think can be very beneficial. And Sade Adu is so known for her style. She really is particular about the way that she dresses, and is very comfortable but also very stylish. And one thing I really like about her style and just how she organizes her outfits is the fact that she also a lot of it is still timeless. You can still wear a lot of these outfits today. Sade has one of the most well-known aesthetics on TikTok. It's just called Sade aesthetic, and you will see that just her own aesthetic is such an inspiration for this younger generation. And I think that is so interesting because it shows how timeless she is as an icon and an influence. And so if you look at her aesthetic when it comes to her style, it's very minimalistic, it's timeless, it's effortless, chic, and she combines all of this and also puts a little bit of her own personality into the outfits, and I really like that. So in that sense, Sade knows how to really capture an interesting aesthetic. Your aesthetic also becomes really important to you because you're more invested in your external as it is in a reflection of who you are on the inside. So making everything look in alignment and feel good can make you tap into that goddess feminine archetype. And also think of a goddess as, when you think of her, you think of just divineness and just calm and beauty, and that is what they try to achieve as well when they're in their archetype, is to have that type of element around them, and they know having it around them will definitely be something that will also become them. It will then transfer into themselves on the inside. So be aware of the aesthetic around you, your surroundings, and this can also be taken into just the people around you as well. Make sure that they're quality people, that they give you amazing energy, and that they support you and they love you, because having that type of energy around you, I do believe, can awaken that goddess feminine archetype within you, and it can make it easier to also tap into it. So making sure that the people around you are top tier and that their quality can make such a huge difference. Just think of the people that have toxic, negative type of people in their lives. It's going to be really hard to be positive, happy, and be in your goddess feminine archetype when you have that energy surrounding you all the time. So if you notice somebody being like that in your life, take a step back and wonder if this is worth dealing with, because life is so short and you want to make sure that you have the best time. It should be a priority. And also the same with the job as well. If you have a job that stresses you out all the time, makes you worry, have anxiety, I would really consider looking for something else, maybe going back to school, if you of course are in that position, because I know a lot of people can't. They are stuck in those situations and it's harder to get out. But if you are one of those people that can't get out, I do recommend doing that, because your mental health, your space, and your energy is priceless. It should always be viewed highly, and probably the most important as well in your life. And once you start prioritizing it, you'll see just the calmness that you feel, because you're not stressed anymore and you feel happiness again. And you will easily tap into that Goddess Feminine archetype, and you will feel more at home with yourself, because there's nothing worse than being in war with yourself and being in this internal conflict with yourself. You'll never be able to tap into that Goddess Feminine archetype if you don't surround yourself with positivity, love, and calmness. So make sure that's always a priority in your life. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment as well what you want to see in the future videos. And I will see you guys very soon. Take care. Bye.